So, good morning, everyone. Here we are on January 22nd, Monday. Yay! A brand new work week. And we're expecting some messy weather in the next few days. I've got to learn the difference between the camera and the video on this because I thought I started the video yesterday for the service for the message, and I ended up taking a picture, not realizing it. So that entire time it wasn't recording. So anyway, I'll get better at that. So today we're reading the account of how Jacob got rich, and he had an agreement with Laban, but that whole family, the deception in it is just unbelievable. Here's this father-in-law, and they made an agreement that all the black males would belong to Jacob, and the striped and spotted would also belong to Jacob. So while Jacob was watching the flock somewhere else, Laban went through and he took all of those and gave them to his sons. Deception. So here we have this weird account of Jacob then doing this superstitious thing of putting bark where they were mating, and that would produce the striped and spotted, um, which is absolutely ridiculous. has nothing to do with it. But despite the fact that he was doing that, God, every time Laban changed the agreement, um, God intervened, and he caused the flock to produce what was Jacob's pay. So Laban kept undercutting his son-in-law, but God made sure that Jacob was blessed. But Jacob didn't realize this until he had a vision, and then God showed him that it was him who was doing this. It was him who was providing. And it's just good. It's good that we see an example that just because we have wrong ideas of how things work doesn't stop God from working. Just because we might think that we're providing for ourselves doesn't mean that God isn't providing for us. Uh, and He will reveal, He will show us, He will teach us, and that's the whole thing. Is that He will take us from places of superstition, and He'll move us into places of knowledge and understanding. It's part of our growth process. So where we have limited understanding today, and we think things are working a certain way, He turns around and He gives us, over some time, some better knowledge and growth in that understanding. And that should be encouraging for us, because perhaps you're sitting there wishing that you had better understanding. Well, keep pressing on. You'll have it. It will come. Uh, so Jacob went on, and he became quite wealthy, and then we see that Rachel was also deceptive and stole from her father, and Jacob was deceptive in that he took off without telling Laban that he was leaving, and it goes on. And yet God continued to bless and to work His promise through this family. A huge dysfunctional family, and yet all the blessings that were to come came through this family. So, not looking for perfection. God knows we're not perfect, but He's looking for us to pursue righteousness. He's looking for us to pursue the Father's heart, and to operate in what we gain and what we learn. That's what's important. That's what we focus on. So you be blessed in today. Allow God to use you today. Just let those doors open. Let the doors open and walk through whatever opportunities He gives you. Trust Him in these things. You've got the power of God flowing through you, and He will use you. So be blessed, and enjoy this last week of our fast.